Welcome back, my friends, to another brand new video. Today I'm in the ocean. Actually no, I'm in Canada, and what you see behind me is Lake Ontario, one of the largest lakes in all of North America, one of the Great Lakes. And I'm here, and it stretches out so far that you can't see the other side. It looks like an ocean. So I'm here in my home country, Canada. Canada is an amazing place, a fantastic place. Lots of benefits, many benefits compared to other countries that there are in the world that I've seen. Canada is organized, clean, lots of support, social support, very wealthy, rich in minerals, massive landmass, neighbors to the United States, which is the most powerful country on earth. In North America, experiences all the four seasons, and many more benefits such as this. However, my friends, one of the biggest drawbacks of this land, there are drawbacks to any land, but something that I can share with you, some perspective that I can share with you, is that Canada, or Toronto particularly, this is where I am, Toronto, Canada. In every part of the world that I've been to, there's unique energy distinctions. Countries that have certain strengths and also certain weaknesses. So in Canada, the strengths are manifold. One of the biggest strength that this land has is that it is closely situated next to the Matutupila energy structure. And it has an impact on pretty much everything in the North American continent. And fortunately, I live pretty close to it. Toronto is relatively close to Wyoming, where this structure sits in the United States. So the energy of power also is very dominant in Canada. And I believe this is why Canada is so wealthy and materially prosperous and has so much money, because of this power, because human beings have learned to use this power sense in them. And the United States much more so. The power in the United States is tenfold than the power here in Canada. Canadians are kind of really relaxed and calm about things. Another really cool feature of living in Canada is that everyone is friends. Everyone is friendly. Why is this the case? Because everyone is an immigrant. Unless you're a native or indigenous person, or your grandparents traveled here after some long time ago when this country first began, then you're an immigrant. And even those two first situations or examples I gave, you're still an immigrant. You're from somewhere else. But Canada is fresh of immigrants. It's a freshly immigrated country, and many human beings are immigrants here. So that's good. And everyone here, for this reason, everyone here is very grateful and very fortunate to be here. Like, oh my God, wow, thank you so much. I'm in Canada. This is amazing. And I feel the same way. And having lived here for most of my life, I came to Canada when I was still very young, 9 years old. And after having traveled away from this land sometimes in my life, coming back always gives me a feeling of contrast to what this is. And Canada is an amazing place. You know, when I lived here for so long, I thought, oh, I don't like this place. It's so far up north. It's so cold. The food isn't that great. And many more things that I complained about. But after going somewhere and coming back, the contrast is always visible. And the contrast here is, wow, I'm so grateful that I have access to this land, that I have a Canadian passport. And someone's riding a jet ski, you see? You can do whatever you want here. That's what I want to do also. I want to ride a jet ski, so I think I will rent one and scoot around in Lake Ontario. That's another benefit of living in Canada, Toronto, Canada, is that what I've previously mentioned. The nature here is quite beautiful. It's rich with the boreal forest.
Hey guys. Put our bikes like on the bench. Yeah. Thanks guys. Imagine we see him. Thanks guys.
One thing that I will say here that's a negative side effect of living in Toronto, Canada is that the third eye energy is dormant in most human beings that live here in Toronto. Actually, it's nil, it's nothing. Human beings here don't access this space or this dimension. Of course, individual human beings, there's always difference, but the collective karma, the collective action of the human beings that live particularly in this city, I haven't been to everywhere in Canada. Toronto as a whole, the greater Toronto area, people are virtually blind in their spiritual sense. They don't use this. Keep pointing to the pineal gland or the forehead because this energy is so minimal, it's so dormant, it's almost non-existent. And why? Well, maybe because it's really chill and relaxed here. Canada is an amazing place, very safe, very warm, very cozy, very wealthy, and everything is taken care of. So that could be one reason, one explanation that everyone is kind of peaceful, and they don't have to use this because it's a quite an advanced technology in the mind or in the body for you to be able to use and perceive things and move your third eye energy around and learn various things like this. But other dimensions are very much used. For example, the third chakra. It is here, it's more active than most countries on the planet Earth. Again, because we have this dimension of the Mata Tapila. And people's root chakras here are very stable and stable is a good word to say. So another downside, another drawback of living in Canada is that it's very cold, or it can get cold, or it is cold because it's so far up north. The winters here are brutal, unforgiving. Negative 20, negative 30 degrees Celsius. You'll freeze for sure. If you don't have a home with a fireplace or a furnace, it's gonna be very bad news for you. And half of the year really can't do much as it relates to outdoor activities because everything is naturally closed off and inaccessible. So that's not the greatest. Yeah, just a few points of the positives and negatives of living in Canada. Overall, fantastic. I'm so grateful, so fortunate to be living here and to have a passport here and having this be my home. I always thought I wanted to go somewhere else or to a tropical land or this, that, the other place. And having been to those places, it's not as good as it seems. Especially some places that I thought were so spiritual. Yes, there's lots of spirituality, but the living conditions aren't great, aren't favorable, which definitely reduces the quality of living. The quality of living here in Canada is obviously very, very, very good. So if you're living in Toronto, Canada, shout out to you, reach out to me. Let's go to the park, drink some maple syrup or something. Drink some maple syrup and eat poutine, vegan poutine of course. And if you watched up until now, my friends, reach out to me for a spiritual consultation. Links will be down below. I'm doing this on a donation basis. I'll help you out in your life tremendously. So that's it, my friends. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.